Good morning. I'm out here at the Appalachian Center on Center Hill Lake. Seen this little trail, thought I'd just walk out here and check her out. Called the Pedigo Trail, Pedigo Overlook. We'll probably end up doing not a lot, maybe 3 miles. From I-40, go south to Smithville, cross the bridge on Smithville Lake, and then you'll see the signs. Immediately after the bridge, you'll turn left. Follow a little bit of a gravel road and then you veer off to the left. This actually is considered a backcountry campsite for Center Hill Lake. There's quite a few of those around. I think there's over a dozen what they consider backcountry. You're gonna hike less than a mile out here, so I guess what makes it backcountry is a lack of water, electricity, that type thing. Now you still have to get on the Center Hill government website and reserve these sites. I think they're about, I haven't looked in a while, but I'm thinking maybe $8 a night. So far it's a flat trail, but I'll guarantee you to get the lake down there, it's going to go downhill pretty steep. The trail is very, very well maintained. I say that a bit surprised. I've been down to the other trail at the overlook down to the lake, and it was horrible several years ago. Beautiful day today. For January to have been so awful, February is the exact opposite. We may hit 60s today. Really old pile of stones. Somebody could have lived out here on this ridge. Pedigo probably was the name of the ridge prior to the lake being formed. Down below you is the main channel that comes all the way back from Smithville towards the Center Hill Dam. To the right, that goes back to Coatville Boat Dock. We may not see it so clearly. Right around the point there, that is the head of Minelet Creek. Up on top of the hill is what they call Austin Lake and Austin Bottom, some retirement type communities. There's some full-timers, but a lot of summer homes. And I don't know how many thousand hours I've spent on this lake back in the younger days. Well, now we start the downhill walk to the lake. I think I've found the oldest tree stand known to mankind. That was a brave son of a gun that climbed that thing. Almost to the lake. Said earlier, that's Austin Bottom across the way. It's a little gravel bar. You won't be able to see it. That's where we used to put our boat in a lot. And around the corner, you can either go around what they call the Big Island and back to Cookville Boat Dock, or you can hang a ride and head back towards the Center Hill Dam. Lots of good memories down here. Earliest memories is myself and my grandfather coming down and rent a little John boat and fish a little bit. Got older, got into fishing, owned several boats, and we just had a great time down here. Lake's up a little bit, had some rain, quite a bit of rain in January. They do what they call a winter pool. They pool the lake way down to be prepared for the spring rains. Almost got a little bit startled. I saw this blue thing and thought maybe someone was camping right on the trail, but plastic 55-gallon barrel. You can't get too upset because literally in high water, this whole area here is underwater. And a sure sign that somebody lived down here before the lake was built is the yucca plant, a non-native species, and there's another one. And here we go. Oh, they got looks like a fire pit. Big open body of water on this curve. Had a big Bertha inner tube, and we'd take the kids down here and I'd get them going on a figure eight and throw them 15, 20 feet in the air. They seem to enjoy that. Seems like the last little bit I've been doing hikes and going to places that have some memories for me. Maybe it's a sign of old age, I don't know. Alright, made it back to the top. One word of warning. That's a hard climb coming out. To go all the way down to the lake, I think I got to pull it all the way back. Went down to the Pedigo backcountry campsite. Now we're going to walk out to the Pedigo overlook. Thinking if you don't want about that big steep hill coming out, and this is relatively level, you just want a good quick walk, maybe just walk to the Pedigo overlook and back to the craft center. We'll check her out though in just about 2 or 3 minutes. I see it coming up. Only one drawback to this place, and you definitely need to do it wintertime. Spring, summer, you won't even probably see the water. Leaves are gone though. As I mentioned earlier, across the way, coming in from Boat Dock Road, is Austin Bottom. Off to the right, a little boat dock, that's called the Retreat. On up the way there, you turn right, go under the bridge and towards the dam, and then you can go through what they call the Big Island around it. Way around that point, it's a cool little boat dock. The only story I've got there is my great-grandfather, when the plans were to make the lake, he ran a sawmill and he and his crew cut the timber out past the boat dock. One thing a lot of young people don't realize is the heritage they have, and that is very blessed to have all the TVA lakes, but underneath all this water at one time were farms and homes and graves, and people had to move. Folks that trash it up and sort of abuse it just don't understand the heritage and treasure they've been given. But hope you've enjoyed it. This is the Pedigo overlook and the Pedigo backcountry campsite. We'll head back to the truck. Interesting pile of rock along this old road. We see this stuff in other places, and we assume there was an old home place. Another pile down there, another pile that possibly there was an old home place on the side of the hill here. Who knows? Been around a long time though. Mossed over pretty good. And the giveaway, this was a home place, was an old fence around the tree. So this flat up there was a home and probably an old home place to the behind us. This flat area is probably a field fenced in for cattle. Not sure how I missed it on the way down. That whole flat up there is fenced in. Fence goes all the way around. You know, lots of an old fence all the way around this flat. Well, we're almost back to the road. I had to park almost, well, not quite to the craft center. The lower parking lot was gated off. So it'll add a little bit to your walk. It's flat, no big deal. I tell you what a magnificent day. Hey, how you doing? Well, quite the rarity here. I ran into two people. That was interesting. I was talking into the camera and saw people standing behind me. You get old and retired, you hike through the week a lot and you just don't see a lot of people. Alrighty, almost back to the car. Hope you enjoyed today's little hike. About 3 miles or so. Appalachian Center, park there, then go up what they call the Pedigo overlook and trail the campsite down to the lake. A lot of good memories down here. Nice little day to get out. Making up for all the days I didn't hike in January. So hope you enjoyed it and talk to you later.